I'm not sure whether a deadlock on Democrat Republican Congress is going to make that much difference in the market. Apparently, people way smarter than me said it's actually good for the market. So let's leave that aside for a second. What then was the biggest headway we ran into was the kind of crazy wild market happening in oil. So what in fact happened? Oil sold off below every level I had thought it was going to support, right even below break-even point for a lot of American oil. So is it supply? Is it demand? Is it Saudi Arabia? Is it the Iran deal, right, which the sanctions came off, should have actually made the market rally. Something was putting pressure on the market. News came out yesterday after the weekend that the Saudis were dumping 500,000 barrels of oil into the marketplace per day. Could that be part of it? Perhaps. I just found out because it's still kind of I'm perturbed. The word of the day is perturbed. Why? Yesterday we were down $5, $4.64. I think that's the worst performing day of the oil market in decades, right? Okay. So what in fact is going on? So after a little research, I love to be forensic about this. It turns out that the oil traders apparently had put on multiple traders, right? And we've seen this happen in our market too. When you see markets do things that you don't understand, that there could be a couple trade going on the tape that people are playing, right? Either like long bonds, short stock, long stock, short treasury, I don't know. When markets get a little bit out of whack and they're trading in like a contango thing, then a lot of the big traders, and whether it's a hedge or it's a trade, people put on a trade that's sort of protective, or they're making a big bet, right? The market has done such crazy things. There are people making big bets, right? Whether they're involved in the S&P, right, or the Russell, or the Star, or the Dow, or what. So apparently there was a huge trade on. They were long oil and short natural gas. Okay, so natural gas has not been able to get out of its own way for the longest time. It was at 3.25, and it hasn't budged for the longest time. So apparently, and oil was actually a great trade. If you were long it, stocks, it went from 125 to 25, back and back, and it's been a 65, 75 range for a while. So apparently there was a big trade on. This is just what I'm hearing, and it kind of makes sense to me that people were long oil, a coupled trade, and short natural gas. Well, natural gas blew out all numbers. It is now at $4 and change. It is as higher than it's been in years, and it was up 12% yesterday, 12% today, and 5% yesterday. Therefore, everybody who was short gas got blown out of the water, right? Everyone who was long oil got blown out of the water. The trade went, like the wrong way, like splitting yourself on the ice with your ice skates on, and it was a huge margin call. So everyone had to dump their oil position, and they had to cover their gas position, making oil drop $5 yesterday, and gas. It sounds fascinating. It makes a lot of sense. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but it could explain a $4.50 sell-off in oil yesterday after a $10 sell-off in oil. Right after the fact that inventories inventories in gas are at a low. It couldn't, for me, I'm loving that. I'm loving that explanation.
He's loving it. And thank God you were so perturbed.
You know what? Being perturbed can either confuse you or you can make you go run and find out what's going on.